I think that the place where you work put a lot of impact on your work. And so I found it when I started in 1992 to work in my former studio, which at the moment when I started to work was the house where I grew up. So it was a house of the childhood. And I noticed that there is a very strong relation between the place where you work and the work which you make in the place. And the structure which we built here is related to my new space, my new studio. And it consists of the walls which are representative for this space. The height of these walls is related to the approach of my arms, how much I can reach, how much I can protect. However, the studio by itself is higher, so it's not such a low studio. And having this empty white studio, one of the first gestures which I made in the studio, it was a gesture of the knocking of the whole space. And I made a recording out of this knocking, and this was like the gesture of trying to understand, or knocking to unknown, because it's always the changing of the place, also always is carrying kind of the, for me, a fear, if this space will give me something as much as the other space gave me. So it was like, it were like the ritual of getting the space on my side, or listening to the space, or exchanging the energy with the space. That's why this gesture of knocking was important for me. And knocking is also representative for you knock before you enter to some other space, before you cross. Every gesture is an individual gesture, and I don't believe in the repeating gestures. Like, for example, what having place with the person of Oscar Hansen and the open form, the program which he built. I think that you have to build another programs to improve the presence of our days. So this social project activity of boys, well, I think it was worth a lot, and I think it could be still used. However, I think and as I can see from this exhibition, from this documentation which reminds his activity, I think it's still fine, but I think everybody should find his own gestures. And, for example, very social gesture which I am doing, I found it in the Academy of Fine Arts, where from 10 years, from 10 years, I also go parallelly with the process of teaching. And I found this as a platform of very straight action and exchange of my thoughts with the younger generation of artists. And for me, this is the field of exchange. So not the society as a very big group, but the students or younger colleagues. So this is my field of the social activities.